welcome back to my channel. First of all, if you don't know, I have been on the 75 hard challenge, and so this is just week two's recap. So I'm in the car. Yes, sorry for this whole lighting situation, but I told you guys I am not a content creator. I'm giving y'all what I got. Okay, I'm doing my very best. And so also sorry, like I said, I'm bad at this. So I thought this video had uploaded a long time ago, and something I guess didn't happen right with my YouTube. I thought it was uploaded, but it was not, and it never uploaded. And now it's not giving me the video back, so I can re-upload it. And I deleted it for space purposes. So I'm just gonna do it again and hopefully try to remember what I told you guys. So how did week two go? Week two was really good. I did not crash this week. I felt a lot better than I did for week one. Week one, I told you guys I was using like a full scoop of pre-workout, and it was making me jittery and itchy and really weird feeling. So now I use the half a scoop. Week one, I was crashing by 3 p.m., like having to like take naps and everything. Week two, the half a scoop, I did not feel like that. I felt better. I'm not drinking that Rise coffee, drinking my regular coffee. I've just went down on the creamer that I use. And so this week I've been more intentional, just as far as like, what's it called? Focusing on my form, and not how much weight I can do and all those things. Just really feeling good about, getting back into that, because it used to be a natural body movement for me, but I haven't done all these things in a long time. I just had a baby 3 months ago, so taking my time about doing all these things, and just getting my body back used to working out. But I will say that this week felt a lot better than last week. Last week, I'm not gonna lie, scared me a little bit. But waking up on Monday morning, I had energy, I felt good, and I got through my workouts, and I did everything that I wanted to do. There's still some adjusting that I need to do. Let's just say that there's still some adjusting with how I've written out my workout program and everything. But outside of the workouts and the eating, I'm doing good in that department. My prayer target for this week was my kids, my family, and I'm sorry if I say 1 million times, y'all. I'm trying to think, and that's the word that comes to mind when I'm thinking. Because I didn't expect that this video didn't go up. I was getting ready to do the upload for the next video, and I was like, this video is not even up. So yeah, so this week I was praying for my kids. Last week I prayed for my husband, just because of how things go and us being the head and leading our family. I realized that I don't want to be disciplined in working out and everything else, but not disciplined in my intentionality with my children. So what that means is being more intentional, because it's easy. And when I tell you guys, it is so easy for me to want to just scroll or do other things and like to shut my brain off. I'm a reader. I love to read books. So it's easy for me to try to pick up a book and like disappear, if you will. Like I'm not present with my home when I'm doing those kinds of things. And so one, being more intentional with my kids this week. Because if you think about it, like, we're drained after work and they're drained after school, and they want to spend time with each other, because after school, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, we're out of work, and you just have a few 3 or 4 hours together before you're going to bed and doing it all over again. Their bedtime is 8:30, so outside of eating and their showers and all those other things, there's not a whole lot of time together outside of the weekends. So the time that we do have matters. Not for us to be like checked out and sleeping. And myself and my husband, we have that bad that sometimes we do check out and like, hey, everybody do your thing, go do your homework. They love to draw and letting everybody be in their own corners, which is great for their independence. But we also do have to spend specific time together, and not just when we're praying together before bed, but like time together all the time. Being intentional in that, talking to them, speaking life into them. And so this week, I have just been a lot more intentional about how I show up for my kids, how I do things in front of my kids, especially because my two older ones are girls, and I really care about how they show up in this world and how they learn how to be young women, because what you see will be carried with you as you get older. When I was raised by a woman who was very strong and had to do majority of the things in the household, and unfortunately it would leave her drained all the time, and tired, and always doing for others way more than she did for herself. And I felt myself becoming that kind of person. But the attitude and the environment that I can create as a woman and as a mother is not good when it is not aligned with God, when I have not been seeking the Lord, when I have just allowed life to become overwhelming instead of allowing God to be my strength, allowing Him to replenish me. And so now I've been more intentional in saying, this week especially, saying like, hey, you know what? Mom is kind of tired because I just got off of work. And my kids will come with 1,000 questions right when I walk in the door. Can I have 30 minutes? And then we can do whatever you need. Just give me 30 minutes where I will reset, whether that's take a long shower, read, or get to scroll for 30 minutes, whatever that is. Let me do that and spend intentional time with you guys. And then we can, get our nights together and eat and go to bed and stuff. But using my words is not been something that I've been great at. You kind of like expect people to know, but I'm like, they're kids, they don't know. Even my husband, he's had a long day too, so it's something that you kind of have to verbalize and say, hey, I'm not here right now, or I've been just big on just being like, hey, I'm a little overstimulated, give me a second and I will give you all the hugs and kisses you need. I'm a little overwhelmed, or hey, I've just got in the house, give me a second. Just using my words more. And I've even told my husband, when we have conflict, we really were big on not having that around the kids and arguing. Well, we don't argue because we're not yellers, we're not like bickerers. But, and I say but, I can be a petty Paulina. My words can be sharp as comebacks. And I think it's really important for us to show them how to have conflict resolution, because we're not always taught that. And smart answers and responses come from somewhere, comes from a root trauma and things. And so doing that in front of the kids makes me have to be aware of what I'm saying and where I'm at and how I'm feeling. I'm like, okay, actually, Shirion, you're saying this because you feel like that and that hurt your feelings. So say, hey, that hurt my feelings. What I'm hearing is you saying this, but what do you actually mean? Can you clarify? That makes the conversation so much better. And we're teaching our kids life skills. And so that was something really, really big for me, is that I want to teach my kids life skills. Like, these are things that they have to go into the world with. And there are so many women who, oh my goodness, and why am I on this topic? Oh my gosh. But there are so many women where I see all these things about like, a guy should be this, a guy should be that. This whole list of all these things. Or you see that beautiful woman and she can never keep a man and all these things. She's been married 50 times. And you say that she's so successful, but she's toxic. You see that this woman is beautiful. She has a great career. She's educated. And you wonder why she does not last in relationships. Because a lot of us women have been toxic. We have been taught how to be toxic. And we are great at being manipulative, at being toxic, at being harsh with our words. And that's a gift that God has given us with our words. We are able to speak life into a man, or we are able to tear him to shreds. And so I believe that God would have us to be edifying. And so this week I'm just like, wow, let me show my children, us being intentional in a man loving his wife and how that action looks, and a woman respecting her husband and how that action looks, because I think it's so huge. And so getting up and praying and all these things the Lord has been really, really speaking to me. And I don't want to make this video like super duper long, but I can go on a tangent with that. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited for what God has for me, because it's not just a physical thing, but it's a mental thing. I'm really seeing myself change, and it's only the beginning, but I'm feeling the difference in the way I'm thinking, the way that I'm preparing for things, when I'm preparing for life. And so yeah, I'm just really excited. If you have questions, put them in the comments. I'm sorry that I am all over the place. I'm gonna tell you guys this if I don't tell you this a million times. I got 3 kids. Not 1, not 2, but 3, and one of them is a newborn. So this mama brain is like 10 different places. I'm thinking about so many things. I'm on my way to the grocery store. I'm thinking about 10 different things. So you guys are gonna get what I got so that I can be obedient to the Lord in doing what He's called me to do. So here's this video for you guys. I don't want to stay here any longer. Wow, my eyes, sorry, I keep looking because my eyes look so tired. Oh my gosh, guys. I don't think I'm that tired right now, but anyhow, I hope you like this video. I hope it helps you. I pray that you start your journey. I pray that you seek the Lord and hear His voice and see what He is calling for you, what direction that He's calling you to be in. If you have questions, leave them in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Give me more ideas. Tell me what you guys want to see in the videos, because your girl needs some help. But thank you. Have a blessed day.